Oh, hello. Hi.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
How are
Thank
you
you.
going?
Nice to meet you.
I, I'm Michelle and I'm from Australia.
Oh, from
Your name?
Australia.
Where are you from?
Yeah,
Hmm,
my name is Hiroshi, and I'm calling from Japan. Japan.
Hiroshi. That's
Yeah, Hiroshi.
Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, how are things in Japan, Hiroshi?
well, now, the Tokyo Olympics and the Paralympics are going to be held very soon on the 23rd. So today is 19th. So, this Friday it will begin. The Olympics Games.
So,
Yeah.
yes, I have, Hiroshi, I have quite a few students in
Oh,
Japan,
oh,
like yourself,
mm,
and most of the students think that the Olympics should not have been held. What do
yeah,
you think?
that's true.
What's your
Yeah, before the Olympics, about 60% of Japanese people opposed opening the Olympics Games, but now the government decided to hold, so we cannot prevent it. So now we wait and see what will happen. But unfortunately, the cases seems to be increasing in Tokyo, and also the players, foreign players, have the positive, So we are very afraid what will going to happen in Japan. So
okay?
yeah,
So you're saying that the foreign competitors have the coronavirus. Is that
yeah,
right?
uh, you know. This is the second time, but this time South Americans athletes uh, were, positive, and they have to get quarantine. And uh, actually, this is the second time, so we don't know other, cases will happen. So we are very afraid what will happen. So probably
Yeah.
after the games, we cannot predict what we're going to be to happen. Yeah, in Japan,
Yeah.
and
Well,
yeah.
in Australia, I think we sent 2,000 athletes and support staff,
Oh,
and
2,000? Oh, so many.
mm,
Oh,
yeah,
really?
I believe so. That was, well, I think, well, that's what they were saying. Whether that's true, I don't know. But
Mm,
they were all vaccinated. They had to be vaccinated before they could leave Australia.
yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, so I thought that the Japanese government would make it mandatory or compulsory for all people coming in to show vaccination cards. No?
actually, I think all of the athletes got a vaccination, and I think they are negative before they, uh, left their countries.
Okay. Right.
But unfortunately, even so, still some athletes are positive. That's a problem.
Yeah,
Mm.
that
So
is a problem.
yeah,
So it appears now that vaccine, you can still get the virus, but much less severity, I think, with much less, yeah, illness or severity. Is
mm.
that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you had the vaccine?
Oh yeah, I did. I finished.
Did you?
Yeah, two
Yeah.
shots, and so I hope uh, probably I've been immunized. And so I think I'm thinking of meeting my friends, and also I want to go to karaoke. I've been there, since the corona began, so I'd like to go to karaoke, and
You karaoke,
yeah, karaoke.
singing.
Yeah, yeah.
You, ah,
Very
Carrie,
sing-
see,
yeah,
we
I like singing. So
good
yeah,
on you. Good
yeah.
on you.
especially I like the oldies, Elvis Presley or Beatles, Carpenter. I like those, songs, sung by.
Okay. So, oh, you like karaoke? Good on you. Wow. So we pronounce it in Australia. I'm not sure how they pronounce it anywhere else. We would say karaoke.
So I said karaoke in Japanese. You didn't say what I said. You should understand.
And then I thought you might have meant croquet. You know what?
Like that.
Yeah,
But
like I wasn't sure whether it was karaoke or was croquet, because there's a game we play like lawn on the grass called croquet. ROQET. Have you heard of this game? I didn't know what you were saying there. This is.
I cannot see. I don't know how to see you.
Croquet.
Correct.
I was croquet. Croquet.
Oh,
it's called croquet. And
I understand. Yeah.
and you were saying karaoke. I'm going, I'm not sure which one it is. I see. So,
okay. How do
sorry?
you pronounce kimono? Japanese, we say kimono is the right Japanese pronunciation, but you don't say kimono or something like that.
I say kimono. Yeah, I say
kimono.
Yeah, I say kimono. But I only want that from the Japanese. Otherwise,
actually, and also we have many English words in Japanese, so it's difficult for you to understand. We say English in Japanese style. For instance, do you know what this is? Terebi.
Crabby.
Terebi.
No,
Terebi.
no, I don't. I'm sorry.
Television.
No.
We say
television.
Yeah, we say telebi in Japanese.
Television.
Yeah, like that.
Excuse me.
We have many foreign words in the Japanese language, so we often use those foreign words when we speak in Japanese. But you English speakers often don't understand what we say, even if we speak in English.
I sort of have learnt a bit about the Japanese language, because I used to work on, like, Australian, and I used to work in a college, an English college here, before coronavirus shut the doors. And it was owned by a Japanese man. He was the owner of the English college.
English college, it is run by Japanese?
Well, he lived in Australia, but he was from Japan. Yes.
Oh, really? I know there are many English schools run by Japanese, but there are some Japanese run even a college or university, or not university.
So this was an English-speaking college. So yes, and I was one of the teachers, and the owner, he was Japanese, and he used to get students to come to the college from Japan. So I had quite a few Japanese students.
That's
nice.
So by the way, what part of Australia do you live now?
I live in Brisbane at the moment.
Brisbane now?
Yes.
Really? To tell the truth, I studied in Australia, at the University of New South Wales. The University.
Yes, in Sydney.
Yeah,
in Sydney.
Yeah, I earned a master's degree over there, and that was about more than 20 years ago already. But at that time, I'm already a senior, but I enjoy studying with young people. So,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
yeah, very familiar country to me.
What did you do your master's in?
Oh, I on
Yoshi?
the applied linguistics. Have you ever heard? Yeah,
Linguistics.
that's
Wow, good on you.
to teach a foreign language. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I stayed 1.5 years in Sydney, and I really enjoyed studying with young people. So
Yeah,
I still
I
have some
guess
friends
so.
in Sydney. Yeah,
Did you?
very.
Have you? Have
Yeah,
you've kept in touch?
yeah, by email, and we can, have the video talking on line.
Mhm.
Do you know on line or
Yep.
maybe Skype, like Skype?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, line is the most popular among Japanese. So many Japanese use line. Line.
Online.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is very convenient and very easy to handle. So in Japanese, almost all Japanese use line. So it's
Online.
mm,
So tell me, when you were in Australia for a year and a half,
yeah.
did you go anywhere else besides
Well,
Sydney?
yeah.
Or
After finishing studying there, I traveled all Australia from Sydney to up to the north.
yeah,
Your place, Brisbane, and then
yeah,
Cairns, and then
can.
yeah, come back to uh, Melbourne. Oh, y- Melbourne and Tasmania.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
so, I
right.
traveled all Australia after finishing. But during staying there, I also, enjoyed, taking a small uh, trips in Sydney or around Sydney. So I traveled quite a lot in Australia. Yeah,
Good on you. But your
yeah.
English is still very good,
Well,
Hiroshi.
most of my friends, I mean, English teacher used to be an English teacher. They, abandoned English, but I cannot leave,
Okay.
English. Yeah.
So so when you were in Sydney, did you go to the Blue Mountains?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I went to Blue Mountain
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
What what suburb did you live in when you're in Sydney? Can you
Oh,
remember?
sorry. Could you say it once again?
What suburb of
Oh, suburb.
Sydney?
Well,
Yeah.
just I was staying there. The Olympics, 2020
Oh,
Olympics, yeah, was
yeah.
held. So
Mhm.
there was a famous beach. What's that? The
Mm.
beach.
Bondi or
Oh,
Manly?
Bondi, yeah, Bondi.
Mhm.
Bondi
Okay.
Beach. Yeah, that's a beautiful beach where sand volleyball was held there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
And also, Japanese marathon runner, what's her name? Uh, I just can't remember, but just she ran along the road before in front of my university. So I saw her
Oh,
running first, uh,
mm.
yeah, in the marathon game. So yeah, there
Have
are
have
many.
20 years ago. Wow. Have you been back to Australia since then?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, a couple of times already. So Australia is the most familiar country to me. So, yeah.
So when you come back, Hiroshi, do you go back to Sydney with your friends or do you
Oh
go
yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
else?
I saw my friend. Yeah,
Mm.
and actually, before this pandemic began, I was planning to see them again, but unfortunately, just before I started, this pandemic began, so I couldn't. Yeah, realize.
Mm. What about Perth? At times in the up, did you go to
Oh,
Perth?
Perth. Oh, Perth. Yeah, I went there different time. Actually,
Yeah.
Cass was the, yeah, that's the latest